So now we'll discuss about the diazonium salt conversion. Before this, we have just discussed about how to obtain the diazonium salt. The diazonium salt always obtained from aniline. So our starting compound is aniline. See the conversion, see the reactions. Aniline first reacts with NaNO2 concentrated HCl in ice bath, that is 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, to form diazonium salt, which is called diazotization. Instead of NaNO2 conc HCl, you can write HNO3, HNO2 also, because this when NaNO2 reacts with HCl to form HNO2. Okay, so you can write anything. Either you can write NaNO2 HCl 0 to 5 degree, or you can write HNO2. Okay, repeating once. Aniline reacts with HNO2, that is, we can say aniline directly convert into diazonium salt in the presence of such reagent, which is called diazotization reaction. This diazonium salt is a very, very important compound for the conversion, because this diazo group is a very good living group. And due to this reason, when diazonium salt reacts with any suitable reagent, it can form any new compound. Means this NH2 group completely removed, or I can say this whole part completely substitute by any new functional group. So what are the reactions? You can see over here. When diazonium salt reacts with cuprous chloride and HCl to form chlorobenzene, copper 1 bromide and HBr to form bromobenzene. So diazonium salt directly convert into chlorobenzene or bromobenzene in presence of CuCl or CuBr-HBr. And these reactions are called Sandmeyer reaction. So what is Sandmeyer reaction? Sandmeyer reaction is a conversion of diazonium salt into chlorobenzene or bromobenzene in the presence of these reagents. Okay. Chlorobenzene and bromobenzene also can be obtained from diazonium salt by another reagent also. That means instead of copper halide, we can take copper powder and the same reagent, that is HCl or HBr. We get the same product. But these two reactions are another name reaction, which is called Gattermann reaction. So these two reactions are Gattermann reactions. So what is the difference between Sandmeyer and Gattermann? Because these two are name reactions. In both cases, we are getting the same product by the same reactant. Only the difference between these two reactions are, here we are using copper halide and here we are using copper powder. Only this difference. Other remains same. So in conversion, you can use any one of the reaction. For suppose you have to convert aniline to chlorobenzene. So when it if any conversion is coming from aniline to any new functional group, means you have to remove nitrogen and getting the new functional group. Remember always, this is always carried by diazotization reaction, or this is always carried by diazonium salt. Means aniline always first convert into diazonium salt, and then you can get the any functional group using suitable reagent. I hope it is clear. Okay. Suppose if you have to obtain aniline to iodobenzene, what you do first? First, you have to go for diazonium salt formation, and then this diazonium salt react with Ki to form iodobenzene. So any conversion, you can first convert aniline into diazonium salt. Suppose in exam it is coming, convert aniline to phenol. Means you have to bring the new functional group. So obviously you have to first convert into diazonium salt, and this diazonium salt directly reacts with water to form phenol. This whole group replaced by OH. Suppose in exam it is coming, convert aniline to benzene. How to convert aniline to benzene? Yes, of course. First you write, first aniline convert into diazonium salt. And then this diazonium salt reacts with what? Reduced, or we can say this diazonium salt reduced in the presence of any suitable reducing agent like H3PO2, or we can write C2H5OH to form benzene. So directly you can obtain benzene over here also. So this is this conversion. So diazonium salt convert into what? Benzene. Suppose in exam it is coming, convert aniline to benzoic acid. This is benzoic acid. So how to obtain benzoic acid? Okay, so how to obtain benzoic? So how to obtain benzoic acid? Yes, of course. Aniline directly not convert into benzoic acid. Aniline first convert into diazonium salt. And then this diazonium salt further reacts with KCN to form we can say phenyl cyanide, to form cyanide is attached. Now this NS2Cl group is replaced by cyanide, which is called benzonitrile. And this cyanide further hydrolyzed in acidic medium, we can write S3O plus. Already I've written S3O plus, you can see over here, right? And this S3O plus hydrolyzed to form benzoic acid. Okay. So there is a one reaction when diazonium salt reacts with KCN to form benzonitrile, that is cyanide. And this cyanide has three type of important reaction: reduction, in which CN convert into CS2NS2, which is called benzylamine. Second, hydrolysis. Hydrolysis are again two types: complete hydrolysis, where cyanide convert into carboxylic acid, that is benzoic acid. And if it is partially hydrolyzed, then form amide, CONH2. So when any conversion is coming from aniline to benzoic acid, aniline to benzamide, aniline to benzylamine, first step is a diazonium salt, second step is benzonitrile, and then third step is this. According to you, this you can write. Now, what is another more reaction from diazonium salt? It's such an important compound. It's a hero. It's just like a Shah Rukh Khan. See, in diazonium salt, you are adding water, you are getting phenol. You are adding reducing S3PO2, you are getting benzene. In diazonium salt, you are adding chloro, bromo, like this, you are getting all chlorobrom product. In adding Ki, you are getting ido. If you are adding cyanide, you are getting cyano product. If you are adding, okay, from diazonium salt, you can obtain fluorobenzene even also. How? If it is coming, convert aniline to fluorobenzene. Obviously, we have to go for diazonium salt reaction. So diazonium salt reacts with, okay, reagent I will write over here, HBF4. Okay, so when diazonium salt reacts with HBF4, it forms first this Cl and this H, remove in the form of HCl, and forms salt N2 plus BF4 minus. And this, I can say this is diazonium chloride. This is called diazonium tetrafluoroborate. And this diazonium salt, when again it shows two type of reaction. When it is strongly heated, it forms fluorobenzene by loss of nitrogen and BF3. So here there's two reactions possible. One is the heating, direct heating, we get fluorobenzene. But in this diazonium compound, if we add NaNO2 and copper, we get nitrobenzene. So you have to see the reagent. Suppose in the exam it is coming, convert aniline to nitrobenzene. So what you do first? Diazonium salt, correct? And then in diazonium salt, what you add? NaNO2, copper. It is two steps reaction. So first diazonium salt formation, then sodium nitrite, copper, you get nitrobenzene. Similarly, if you want to obtain aniline to fluoro, it is also two steps reaction. First diazonium salt and then obviously this and then heating. This is called two steps only. So you can use this conversion which is covering most of the conversion. So I have given the homework, just you note it down and then you will show me in the next class. Do conversion, aniline to benzoic acid. So using this chart, just one sample I'm giving, aniline to benzoic acid. So any conversion is coming, you have to first convert into diazonium salt and then accordingly you have to write the reagent. So see the conversion, aniline to benzoic acid, benzene to aniline, aniline to benzene, nitrobenzene to hydrobenzene. So these are the conversion. Just you note it down. In the next class, you will show me. Aniline to fluorobenzene, aniline to chlorobenzene, aniline to nitrobenzene, aniline to paranitroaniline. So in next class, I will check all the conversion. I will ask the question. So I think it is clear to all of you. Okay, thank you so much.